different energy, right?
Rasheed the Lightford. He's not just shining light on the truth. He's living in it every day on the streets of the ATL. This is just an interview. It's just not just an interview. It's a necessary conversation. Let's get into it, guys. We're here to save lives. We're not here to take sides. Let's go. What's up? What we got, Sheed? What we got, Vic? What we got, Craig? What's up, fellas?
I'm ready.
Hey, welcome, Sheed. Welcome.
Just really a correction. I'm a police officer in the Metro Atlanta area, so nobody get on there and think I'm faking and funk. So not Atlanta PD, but the Atlanta Metro area.
My bad, big dog.
It's all good. It's all good.
My bad, big dog. I got you. My fault.
Yeah, it's all good.
So we waiting on another guy, Curly. He's a retired Salt. Huh?
Now what's up, man? That's not a fake.
He's a retired Salt Lake City police officer. He'll be coming on later on. You got a fake uniform on? I guess.
That ain't a fake uniform.
So Vic, what we got today, man?
Like I say, when he came on, I started to get up and run.
Don't do that.
He said, "Don't do that."
Yeah,
that's our problem. That's our problem. We want to run.
Listen. Don't run. Hey,
listen.
Good to see you guys. Good to see you. It's been a whole summer. We haven't been together in a while, but yeah, but it's good to see you guys. Welcome back to the show and welcome, Rasheed. So we're gonna respond to an incident that happened over the summer. The William McNeil incident, his interaction with the police. Just to kind of catch us up, I'm going to show you two videos. I'm going to show you one video from the body cam and another one from within McNeil's car. So just kind of refresh our memory. All right, second. So I can get the right one here.
Is there a reason why you're popping the door open like that?
I have a window that works. Is there a reason that you're pulling me over?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a reason why I'm pulling you over. For one thing, inclement weather, you don't have your lights on. Two things, you're not wearing your seatbelt.
It's daylight. I don't need the lights. And it's not weather. It's not raining.
Oh, this is inclement.
It's not raining.
Okay, I'm not arguing with you. I'm telling you why I'm pulling you over. Give me your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance.
No, call your supervisor. Why?
Excuse me?
Call your supervisor. Why did you pull me over?
735. I'm fucking with that driver. I already told you.
Why did you pull me over?
Step out of the vehicle.
No.
Step out of the vehicle. 25 seconds. For 94, the driver just slammed the door and locked it.
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hand.
Here.
33 at 1621 hours.
I'm here. What's your reason, sir? What is your reason? Step out now. All right. Get over here. Don't touch it.
Put your hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
What's wrong with you? What you mean? I was putting my hands behind my back. I was going
Talking now, man. Ain't no talking.
What I'm doing, bro? What's going on, man?
You're under arrest. That's what's going on.
No, yes, bro. Yes. No reason, bro.
Hey, Vic, it's not showing. Oh, you done?
Yeah, I just took it off. Did y'all?
Hey, before we get started, like in my intro, we got retired Salt Lake City police officer Scott Curly Williams. What's up, Curl? How you doing, brother?
Oh, sorry.
Curly
Yeah, he looked like he muted.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, what happened?
He's off.
Yeah, he just went out. I guess coming back in. All right. Here's
He come back in.
Yeah, here's from within McNeil's car. His video cam. This is
when he pulled me over, he walked up, opened my door because my window don't work, right? And then I said, so what I did wrong? Yeah. He said, well, for one, your headlights are off under this weather. I'm like, okay. There's multiple people headlights off, first of all, and then there's no rain.
It doesn't matter. You're still required to have headlights on.
Can you pull that law up?
Huh?
Can you pull that law up?
Yeah, when you step out of the car, I will.
Can you call your supervisor?
Huh?
Can you call your supervisor?
All right, go for it.
Exit the vehicle now. Exit the vehicle. Show me your hand.
Here. I'm here. What is your reason, sir? What is your reason?
All right, so there are two. All right, so there are two videos for you. So you guys can discuss and get kind of the response here. I guess
Major, I'll let you kick it off, Major.
Yeah, what's your response here?
Who you talking to? I'm saying who you were saying. I'm sorry. I clicked out for a second.
I'm sorry, Rasheed. I'll let you kick it off. What's your thoughts on this situation here, man? Do you
Man,
think, obviously, the officer? Go ahead.
Yeah. First of all, let me say, my comments, my thoughts and opinion does not represent my department or any municipality or anything like that. So let's get that clarified for legal purposes. Any statements that I make are going to be from my personal training, knowledge, and experience in this business. First of all, as a black man, we got to stop this, man. We got to stop. I don't know why people think call supervisor stops to stop. You're like, no, they don't stop nothing. If you were being stopped and the officer clearly told him why he was being stopped, he acknowledged he knew why he was being stopped to whoever he was talking to while he was on his cell phone video. So he knew why he was being stopped. But he chose to be uncooperative. Now, what I will say, that initial strike after they broke the window and they stuck him in his face, I can't condone that. We are allowed to get strikes for compliance, but I don't condone that one. There was another strike given to him, and it looks like in his neck area when they pulled him out of the vehicle. Looking at that, I would say if it was one of my officers, I would give that one a pass because they tell him to get out the car and he's still screaming no, no, no. And they tell him to get on the ground, he's screaming no, 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 and they have to force him to the ground. So you are allowed to give strikes for compliance. All in all, good arrest minus that first punch. I don't think I would condone that first punch. That was a cheap shot to me. I know I looked at the interview that the police chief put out there. I don't know if it's the sheriff or police chief. He put out there and said there's no cheap shots, but that was a cheap shot. If he, only way that would have been acceptable to me is if you're telling him to get out, he's gripping the steering wheel or he's gripping something in the vehicle, he's not showing his hands, and then, if you want to give him a strike for compliance at that point, I would go for it. But for the simple fact he's just sitting there, he's already resisting, he's not compliant, so he's already being charged. But that's the only issue I have with that. But everything else, man, I think they got him under control pretty reasonably. The use of force seemed to be pretty reasonable, unless it's something else that I'm not seeing. But from what I can see, I don't have a problem with it. We just, as black men, I have grandkids and kids, and I tell them all the time, don't have court on the side of the road, man. Deal with that. Get your ticket and deal with it later. You know what I'm saying? We can deal with that in court if you're being mistreated or you feel that you're being wrong. But then he has a question he has to do, show me the law. Listen, we ain't no lawyers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to show you nothing. You know what I'm saying? You need to educate yourself because you're smart enough to say, I don't need my license. Then you should know the damn law. You know what I mean? But evidently you didn't. So unfortunately, he put himself in a bad situation and it could have ended up a lot worse depending on what copy he got on that day.
Yeah, I just got a quick question on that on the light situation. You have people who cars don't have automatic light, and I can tell you that there are people driving the roads right now that don't know the law as it relates to lights, as inclement weather. So for someone to be stopped for that, I can see them questioning it, but as you said, you can question that in court.
Right.
Yeah, you question that in court.
Yeah. And most times, in most states, it is required that you have lights in the inclement weather. I mean, it is required.
Yeah. But so I'll say this: Florida law. I can show it if you want me to, but the Florida statute says you have to have your lights on during rain, smoke, or fog.
Yeah.
And that statute titled 216, chapter 316, I think.
But check this out, Vic. Check this out. That's just common sense. And in the end of the day, that's just common sense. If you're in inclement weather and you're driving, why would you not have your lights on, whether you know or not?
Okay, so most
if you know your lights don't automatically come on, go ahead.
You have some people who saw the video and said, but it didn't look like inclement weather. It looked like it rained, but it stopped. So where was the inclement weather after that? You understand what I'm saying? So I'm being
overcast.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the same thing about inclement weather, but I had a similar situation years ago when I was in college. There was a power outage in the area on campus, and it was cloudy. I was driving, didn't have my lights on. The cop pulled me over, and he was very professional. And he just said, "Sir, the lights are out here. I know not ringing anything, but you should have your lights on." He asked me to look at my license registration. I gave it to him. He sent me on my way. It was a very I'm glad I didn't get a ticket. At some point he said, "I'm not gonna give you a ticket," which I was very happy about. But it also makes me wonder if I had a different attitude with that encounter going differently.
That's why I'm about to go.
I'm like, what the? I could have turned that into a "Sir, please step out of the car." And that's my thing here. Williams, his energy probably changed that. We don't even know if the officer was even intending on giving him a ticket.
And that's right.
You don't just told him just keep your headlights on.
And unfortunately, we never know that he was or wasn't, but he didn't give an opportunity to do that, But let's put the lights out. Don't worry about the lights. He also said he put him on for no seatbelt. So if you want to throw the lights out, no problem. Well, he still got a reason, no seatbelt. And one thing he did that kind of made the officer nervous in the beginning because he threw the door open. He opened the door. His window didn't work, but the officer don't know that. And that's what I'm asking, why are you opening your door like that? Because in our field, you open the door, one, you can either shoot or run.
Right.
And the officer, go ahead.
And then he closed the door. And those windows are tinted. You can't see. I mean,
And when he had the door open, his right hand was not visible.
And you couldn't see his
There's
hand.
so many things. But why was so many cops on the scene for that traffic stop?
Yeah, because he called for it. You heard him get on the radio when the guy asked for a supervisor. You heard him get on the radio and say whatever. I'm not sure what his codes were, but he said, "I got a non-compliant driver." So at that point, anybody hears that, they're coming.
Right.
Now, also, I'm gonna tell you this, and it could have been a whisper stop. Whisper stops are stops where your a DEA or your narcotics agency or monitoring a certain area, and they see a person leave that area that they want to identify and want to get in their vehicle. And then they may say, "Hey, find probable cause to stop that vehicle." So it might be a cheap probable cause, like a no plate light, no tail light, something the tint is too dark. That's reason to get in the vehicle to identify that subject who's in that vehicle for purposes of investigation on whatever else they're looking at. So that could also have been a reason. I don't know, but I've seen that happen. And it might be, people think it's a petty stop, but it's for a reason. It's investigative purposes for another case. And you never know. It could have been that because he did have marijuana in his possession. I believe his license was suspended as well, wasn't it?
Yeah. And I think he had marijuana and a knife that they said he didn't go for, but it was later found in the car when they searched the car. I think his car was like messy. He had like trash and stuff, all that stuff.
So he knew his license was suspended. He knew he had the weed. He knew his license was suspended. He was trying to prolong that stop to figure out what he was going to do next. And hopefully he was screaming out enough that somebody would say, "Man, we're tired of it. Just go in." That's what he thought was going to happen.
Okay, question. Let's say he's smart and listened to the command, got out of the car, and they said, "All right, we want to search your car," and he said no. Where do we go from there?
You gotta have probable cause to search the vehicle. So if you don't see anything, and the three accepts the probable to your probable cause or search warrant is search incident to arrest, which means you're already under arrest. Plain view doctrine, which means you can see it without looking for anything, and then of course consent. So if the officers smell, like in Georgia, if we smell marijuana, that gives us probable cause to enter your vehicle. We don't need your permission.
South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Need people to listen to that. Listen to that.
Yeah.
Because you have so many people driving, and you can drive. I can drive behind someone, and their windows open, and you can smell it.
Yeah. Right. You can smell people drinking. You can smell alcohol through the exhaust. You can smell marijuana through the exhaust. I made a couple of cases, more than a few cases where I followed a vehicle, smelled marijuana, but I was able to articulate that it came from that vehicle because I didn't smell it prior to the vehicle coming on scene. I went behind a few other vehicles, didn't smell it. And I in Georgia, of course, in most states, you DUI. If you're under the influence of marijuana while you're driving, you're actually DUI. So my articulation was, "Hey, I feared this person was under the influence of drugs while he was driving his vehicle. I was able to make a stop and subsequently make a case because of that. So folks think marijuana is legal in a lot of states, but it's not legal to drive while you're smoking, you know.
Right. But understand, guys, like you're saying, if you comply and you get out and there's no reason to search the vehicle, meaning your 3 exceptions to search the vehicle,
right,
then you're in the right. You can obviously say, no, I don't want you to search the vehicle.
right.
But in saying that, and I'm talking to cops here, in saying that, police officers, I should correct myself, in saying that, does that give you guys pause? Does that perk your ears up? Does it give it a little hair rising on your neck when someone says, no, you're not going to search my vehicle?
Me personally, no, because if I get pulled over, I'm not letting you search my vehicle. You know what I'm saying? I don't want the inconvenience of being taken out of my vehicle. I don't